I do not recall that I felt any tenderness of conscience in reference to Mrs. Joe when the fear of being found out was lifted off me. But I loved Joe, perhaps for no better reason in those early days than because the dear fellow let me love him, and as to him, my inner self was not so easily composed. It was much upon my mind, particularly when I first saw him looking about for his file, that I ought to tell Joe the whole truth. Yet I did not, and for the reason that I mistrusted that if I did, he would think me worse than I was. The fear of losing Joe's confidence and of thenceforth sitting in the chimney corner at night staring drearily at my forever lost companion and friend tied up my tongue. I morbidly represented to myself that if Joe knew it, I never afterward could see him at the fireside feeling his fair whisker without thinking that he was meditating on it. That if Joe knew it, I never afterward could see him glance, however casually, at yesterday's meat or pudding when it came on today's table, without thinking that he was debating whether I had been in the pantry. That if Joe knew it, and at any subsequent period of our joint domestic life remarked that his beer was flat or thick, the conviction that he suspected tar in it would bring a rush of blood to my face. In a word, I was too cowardly to do what I knew to be right, as I had been too cowardly to avoid doing what I knew to be wrong. I had had no intercourse with the world at that time, and I imitated none of its many inhabitants who act in this manner. Quite an untaught genius, I made the discovery of the line of action for myself. Charles Dickens, Great Expectations. Welcome back, or first time, to One Holiday at a Time. It's a podcast where we study the weird world of holiday-themed movies and TV specials.
Happy holidays, guys. My name is Adela.
And I'm Alex. Happy holiday. It is a holiday today.
It is. Yeah, it's the 4th of July.
Today's our 4th of July special. It's the first time an episode has come out on a major holiday. And that's exciting.
Yeah.
Should we introduce our guest today?
We have a guest.
You want to introduce her?
Yeah, it's Elizabeth.
Woo!
Hello.
I'm Elizabeth. I am here for this podcast.
Tell us about your guys' friendship.
Me or?
Well, I don't know, either
for
of
it.
you.
Yeah.
So, my friend here, Adela, asked me to be on this podcast, which I honestly had no idea what it was about until about maybe an hour ago. But our friendship dates back to like 3rd grade. Now we're,
3 years out of high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's been a journey.
Yeah.
Very long
Truly.
journey.
We have spent many 4th of Julys together. Yeah, we tight. So
With friends.
that's us.
There we go. Sounds good. Yeah. Okay. So what's your favorite holiday out of all the holidays?
Well, I guess, I know it's super mainstream, but I'm gonna have to say Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
Because
I think that's my favorite holiday also.
yeah,
I don't know.
I don't
It's
know.
fun.
I feel
Mhm.
like for most people around the world, Christmas is just a joyful occasion.
Yeah,
like
it's like super
happy.
chill and everybody
Yeah.
gets into it.
Yeah, very chill, very, very rustic. Like, I don't know. I never have had a Christmas where I'm like, wow, this Christmas really sucked.
Yeah.
Like, even if, like I didn't get the best presents, like it wasn't like,
It's still fun.
like I'm not bummed out about it.
Yeah.
So it's been good. And, I have a nice family. So
There you go.
always good.
Was it, you got some jokes for
I got
us?
some jokes. I got some jokes from this website, and my favorite part about these jokes
Mm-hmm.
is that they're like question, answer,
Okay.
answer, but like they've got people's names.
Oh,
Like
like
Justin. Why does the Statue of Liberty stand in New York Harbor? Gerald. Why? Justin. Because she can't sit down.
Oh,
Wow.
Justin,
This
classic
one's-
Justin.
This one's my favorite because it's so bad.
What is it?
Tom Swifty. Don't light
Tom
those fireworks.
Swifty?
Tom.
Like me,
Yeah.
though.
That's his whole name. Like they made a whole name for this
Yeah.
guy. Tom Swifty. What kind
The
of
joke is very
some
short.
like deep lore for this joke?
Tom Swifty. Don't light those fireworks. Tom exploded.
What?
The
Wow.
whole joke.
That's not a joke.
I know.
He died.
Tom Swifty died.
Oh my god! I just started to get to know him, and he's dead.
Rest in peace.
Yeah.
Tom Swifty.
Was he like sitting on the fireworks, or
Well, I don't know
who lit
what
these
he was
fireworks?
doing. This is terrible. These are awful. A book never written. The Star Spangled Banner by Jose Cunizi.
Is that like a racist joke
I don't know.
about like
Mm.
don't like Mexicans in America?
Johnny, does Europe have a 4th of July? Josh, no. Johnny, yes it does. It comes right after the 3rd of July. Got him.
Wow.
Got him.
Oh,
The worst jokes I have ever heard.
classic Johnny. Am I right?
This one's kind of funny.
What?
Harry, what do you call an American drawing? John, what? Harry, Yankee Doodle.
Ah.
Get it?
Oh,
You,
Get it?
classic.
you heard it here first, guys, at one holiday at a time.
Wait, here's the racist one.
Mhm.
Okay.
A book never written. Coming to America by Anita Green Card.
Oh,
Wow.
That's
is that a 4th of
so
July
good.
joke?
Apparently.
That's like, I don't know. I can't even. I feel like I wouldn't even be able to come up with a joke that bad if I was trying to make bad jokes.
Yeah, no, that wouldn't feel bad.
Like
But
it's like these people have like no idea how jokes are even like structured at all. They're just like, what if like if someone wrote a book and but their name was
somebody-
I need a
somebody
green card.
never
What if-
wrote a book.
What
But,
if that was a
like,
joke?
Think about this guy who's just sitting there writing these, and
Yeah.
like, what if he's just like hysterically
He's
laughing
like,
the
damn,
whole
this is
time?
a good. That's what I always thought. Like about. I used to own a lot of joke books, and they're like just written by one guy. So this guy just wrote this big joke book, and he's like, "Oh, that's a hit right
Yeah,
there.
got him.
Put it in the books, boys."
And he did.
Yeah, he did. He put it in the
books.
books.
Yeah, no, I'm done with these.
Okay.
They're bad.
Let's get into the show.
Wait. A book never written. How to Become a President by Paul O'Tix.
Oh boy.
My boy.
Get it? Paul.
Oh boy.
Paul O'Tix.
Is this a style of joke? A book that's never been
You
written?
know?
Why is it? What?
You know?
Oh,
These are bad.
oh
These are
boy.
very bad.
What website are you on? Jokes.com?
Boyslife.org.
Boyslife.org.
Yeah,
Oh,
all
boy.
the shout out to all the boys. I'm sure you really love
Really love
these.
these
My
jokes.
boy Paul
There
O'Tix.
used to, I'm pretty sure there used to be a website. I don't know if it's still a thing called jokes.com that I used to go on when I was younger, and I would just like
What a nerd.
I would crack up. I would be like, these are the best jokes. Remember back in the day when you were young and you thought jokes like that were like the best? Just
No.
like jokes
I never
like
had
that?
bad taste in
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
I always had a good sense of
Yeah.
humor.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. That was
But,
me.
you
That was
know.
me though. I was just like those like when I owned those joke books when I first got them.
You
Like
thought
I thought they
funny?
were the best, and
Wow.
I was like, these are the greatest
What a
jokes
nerd.
anyone's ever written.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you obviously this is your website, right?
Yeah, I made this one.
Boys Life.
Boyslife.org.
Boyslife.
I made it when I was
Yeah.
a boy.
Yeah, we don't get it because we're
Yeah.
women.
Uh-huh.
Unfortunately,
It doesn't make
you
sense
know,
to you
yeah.
guys. This
Mhm.
is
Just-
all.
No
It's-
sense.
It's all different. It's like a different language, pretty much. Okay, so let's get into the show that we watched.
Yeah.
We watched an episode of King of the Hill. It's season 13, episode 14 is the final season of King of the Hill, and it's called Born Again on the 4th of July. It's a 4th of July special. Woo!
You want to know why we're doing a 4th of July special?
Because it's the 4th of July today.
Hey, he gets it.
Hey.
No.
But tell us. See, okay, this is the first time I think I've ever watched a whole episode of King of the Hill before.
I'm so disappointed.
I'm so sorry.
How
like,
could you?
it's weird because I like a lot of Mike Judge things, but I've just like never watched this for some reason. I don't know why. I don't. It's not like I don't like it. I've never watched it.
It's like a show we should watch it all.
Okay.
I
But
don't know. I feel like as a kid growing up, like it wasn't that colorful compared to a bunch of other cartoons.
Yeah.
So like it looked kind of boring, but then like once you get older, like the jokes just
Yeah.
really hit
Yeah,
home.
mhm.
You know.
Plus, it was the only thing on after school.
Yeah.
For us kids that didn't have cable.
Shout
So-
out.
Tell us the plot of this show,
There's
since
not really
you'd probably know more than I.
plot.
Well, like what's the deal?
Well, like
Hank's your
They're just a
average
family?
American Texas
Yeah.
man.
yeah, it's like all like around this family who's just all about America and propane accessories. You know, Hank Hill is just he's just this amazing. Oh, like
I wouldn't say
he's in Texas. He's like this amazing guy, right? Who's, you know, by the book, super American, which probably doesn't hit home with a lot of us here. But, you know, I feel like that probably, you know, in Texas, that's probably what they're all about, you know?
Yeah.
And Peggy, you know, she's a good mom. And Bobby is just like the troubled child. And then, of course, they follow like their neighbors too, which are like all these-
Classic American
Yeah.
rednecks.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what I always liked about the show is it was like all about America and like all these people, but it wasn't like super like
It was like making
weird.
fun of
You know what I mean?
that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't super like conservative weird stuff.
Yeah.
It's like fun. And it's
Yeah,
fun.
I
It's a
feel
fun
like
show.
It was always watchable.
Yeah,
you know?
it's
Like,
never
it was-
like awkward to watch.
Yeah.
Did you know that Bobby is voiced by a girl?
Oh yeah,
I did not know that.
it's voiced by
Found that out
a girl
today.
named Pamela Adlon, who I was like every time I've watched like some of this show, I've always recognized that voice, and I was like, it's got to be from something. So she was the voice of Spinelli from Recess.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
I totally feel that.
And she was also, I don't know if you've ever played these games, but she was the voice of Pajama Sam in the Pajama Sam games.
I don't know.
I used to play those when I was a kid, and they're very fun. Very fun games.
Yeah.
Oh, fun fact: the theme song for King of the Hill is by a band called The Refreshments, which is from Tempe.
Oh, hey, that's
we're
us.
here. That's us. They're called
We're
the
Tempe.
they're called The Refreshments, and then they're not a band anymore. But most of the members went on to be a band called Roger Klein and the Peacemakers, which do like
That's a thing. That's
yeah,
like
they
a
do
big
like a
band.
bunch of shows around here like all the time because they're from here.
Hey.
So hey. So we start. Here's the start of the episode. Here we go.
It's beautiful.
It starts on the 1st of July. I had to like keep going back fixing this because it didn't say. Did it say it was the 1st of July?
I don't think it said until they like started fighting.
Yeah, like it starts on the 1st of July, but the first time it tells you what day it is the 3rd of July, and so I just
Second.
does it say the 2nd?
Yeah, because that's today.
Yeah, I was like, oh, hey, that's today.
Oh, well, no, I the only one I saw was when they were on the roof and it said the 3rd of July, but that was probably because I was typing the whole time.
Yeah.
I couldn't see the screen. Anyway, it starts on the 1st of July. Bobby's on the couch just eating some chips and watching some TV.
Classic
Yep.
child.
Hank walks in and he wants him to come out and help him put up some decorations for the 4th of July. They're getting ready 3 days early, like you do.
I mean, if you think about it, you decorate for Christmas like 2 months early.
That's true. I don't know. Like, when is like a weird time to start getting ready for the 4th of July,
Like,
though?
if you start in June, that's weird.
That's
but
true,
starting
yeah.
1st of July.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel
No,
okay
that
with
makes sense, yeah.
Yeah.
Because
Mhm.
if you're gonna put up all of those decorations, and there was a lot of decorations, I'd
Mhm.
want them up for a couple of days.
That's true, yeah.
I mean, I feel like both streets were so extravagant that like they would have to start
Yeah.
pretty early, you know.
So, yeah, he wants him to come outside and help with decorations, but Bobby's like, oh, it's boring. I don't want to... he's like, sends him to his room. He's like, go to your room. You're a dumb, ungrateful child.
Bad American.
Yep.
Needs Jesus.
But he's like, oh, I want a nap anyway. Classic kids these days.
Very true.
Then we cut over. Hank is complaining about how lazy Bobby is to all his friends. The classic gang that you always see of
Do you know
Hank
their names?
Hank.
and
We got
no, I wrote some of them down.
Bill.
Dale,
yeah.
Bill, and then the other one.
Boomhauer.
Sure.
Which one's the other one?
The one that's not the
Only-
one that I listed.
Yeah, and then there's Khan, his next door neighbor, who like
Yeah,
they hate.
that's what like because I haven't seen the show at all, and so I had to like kind of guess which people were like regular characters and which ones were like
Is that why you didn't say the last one's name? You didn't know if it was Khan or Boomhauer?
what?
You-
Oh, is he in the regular gang?
Mm,
Khan was the guy who came up with the flags, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
he
who's the
is.
other fourth guy that they hang out with?
Boomhauer.
Yeah, those.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Okay, I
the
see.
4 are always in the show, but Khan, I feel like he isn't in every episode, but he's always
Mhm.
that, like that neighbor that has to, like they have to one up each other.
Yeah.
Kind of deal.
Neighbor.
Yeah,
But then, like-
foreign neighbor.
But then like there's this other guy in it, like the guy who brings Bobby to the karate church.
Oh, that's
And I was
that's
like-
Buck.
Yeah, I was like, he seems like a regular character because they didn't explain it, but he's not, I guess.
No, he's Luann's husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
So is he a
so-
regular character then?
Not really. He's in it, I
Okay.
think he's in it less than Khan.
Because I
probably.
looked it
Yeah.
up and like, well, first of all, so what is his name again? Because I heard
Buck.
them call him Lucky.
He's also
Lucky.
goes by Lucky.
Okay,
yeah.
that's because so he's played by Tom Petty in this episode, who's like a famous musician.
That's
And it's
weird.
like, yeah, it's weird. And then I looked it up, and he's usually played by someone else, but for some reason in this episode, he was just played by Tom
he
Petty.
sounded the same.
And I was like, what? Why do they do this?
Had some extra money in the budget.
Yeah, they're like, let's get someone popular in
They're
this.
just really excited about this 4th of July.
Yeah.
So they have to rent out Tom Petty.
Just to play this character who's already in the show. But yeah, let's get back to the story. So they're hanging out with the friends, the classic gang of them, all the boys out front. His friends are telling him he's gotta teach Bobby a lesson, get him right, And then Khan comes over and tells them about like this contest that the different streets are having. What's their street called?
Okay, so their street is called Rainy Street, and the street
Okay.
that they're like kind of having like a 4th of July, battle
Decoration
with,
battle.
is
Milton?
Street.
Yeah.
In all my years of watching this show, I had no idea what
Me
the name of
neither.
the street is.
I didn't know
Also,
they were Rainy
Yeah,
Street.
Rainy Street.
Does it make sense at all because they're on the same street? Like, who counts
Yeah.
the street
Yeah.
based on their alley?
I don't know, but
I
yeah,
don't know.
petty Texas guys. That's who.
Got him.
Yikes, dang. But yeah, so Khan comes over, mentions this contest they're having to have the best decorations, and then we see a flashback to last year when Milton had like the best fireworks, and they just had like some shitty like fountains, and so they're like, we gotta redeem ourselves this year, guys.
Yeah,
We gotta have a flashy show.
I feel like, just to let you guys know, there was like this guy who literally just loves America so much, he felt the need to like mow an American
mow a
flag
in his
lawn.
lawn. That was
for 4th
good.
of July.
That was good. We
Yeah.
But so then we come back to current day. They're looking all disappointed, and now he's determined to win this year. They're gonna do it. They're gonna do good.
And do real good.
They're gonna do real
Yeah.
good. But now they are getting ready for church. Is this the next day? I don't think so. I think this is the same day.
I think I want to say same day.
But like they were already up for a little while.
I know, yeah, which was why it was weird. But I think it's the same day.
Okay.
So it's the same day. They're getting ready for church, and he's not there. And so they go into his room, and he is just like under a pile of a bunch of clothes.
I think he's got depression.
Yeah.
Somebody should
He
talk
seems
to
like
him.
very depressed or something. Well, they never really explained that in this episode. What was up with him? He just was like very bored.
That's just his attitude in the show.
Really? Is it?
Yeah.
Just always kind of lazing around.
Mhm.
Never really.
But he seems like especially depressed in this episode. I don't know why.
I feel like he was just like, at that age where they're just kind of rebelling. And
Yeah.
they're just, I think they were trying to show that.
I remember the
Mhm.
days when I buried myself under my
Oh,
clothes.
yes.
I still do that today.
But Bobby, he's just like bored with church, and Hank tells him to get dressed and come on to church when he gets ready. But then we cut to Bobby. He's looking for his pants, and he gets a little hungry, so he orders some pizza and uses some of his mom's money, which was like, so Peggy, she had her purse when they were getting ready for church, but then she just like left it.
Why would you leave your purse
At home?
What are you doing?
I don't know.
She had it like with her when they were getting ready, and then she just left it.
Maybe she's got an extra purse, 2 wallets.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
You never know. But yeah, instead of going to church, he just orders a pizza with his mom's cash. And they get home, they yell at him. they're like, oh, you dumb kid, and
You
they
stole
realize,
from
yeah, they
your
realize
mom.
he stole the money, and they like freak out, and they accuse him of like being on drugs and stuff like that.
Like, I don't know, at one point they like say that, they feel that Bobby should go to prison.
Yeah.
Scare him straight.
Yeah, exactly. And
So okay, I haven't watched the show. So,
Yeah, we
like,
know.
So who is like, how is Luann
She's their
like
niece.
yeah.
niece?
Yeah.
I think so. I think Hank's
'Cause
has a
doesn't
sister
she-
and she's a druggie, and that's
Mhm.
how he ended up with Luann.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And so she just hangs out.
She's got her
sometimes?
own place. She was probably just there because of the holidays.
Yeah.
She used to room there at their house, but then, she grew up, had a
Mhm.
Got
baby.
married.
Is with Lucky now, so I think
Mhm.
she's on her own.
Okay, well there we go. That explains why Lucky is there also,
Yeah.
putting some flags on the roof, I guess. But they're talking with them, and they're freaking out about Bobby just being this rebellious teen. And then Lucky is like, "Hey, I could take him to my church if you want." And they're like, I guess so." And the church is just like in a karate studio for some reason.
It's literally called Sensei Ed's Karate Studio. What?
Sensei Ed.
And I would also like to note that in the background of this studio, you see
yeah,
a portrait,
Bruce Lee.
of Bruce Lee.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's going to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah, the preacher then asks if there are any newcomers to the church, and Lucky tells them that Bobby is, and the preacher's just like grilling him about being lazy and stealing and disrespecting his elders, and Bobby just like starts crying, and the preacher asks if he wants salvation, and then Bobby does, and he's saved, and
It's my favorite thing about church.
yeah,
It's like, oh, sorry.
I'm sorry, I won't do it again.
You saved.
You did it.
He did literally nothing.
Yeah, you
and,
just said like,
you're
I'm
fine.
Yeah. But then they pump some jams on that boombox and everybody starts dancing. Classic. That never happened at my church.
I never saw anybody
There's
dance
like,
that.
it's so lame because like when I was a young kid going to church, we were Catholic, and Catholic is probably like the most boring of the churches. I think we don't do anything fun. There was nothing fun.
I don't think you do anything fun at any churches.
I've been to like some churches, some like Christian churches where they have like a band and it's like shit.
Oh, no. Yeah, that's the thing.
It's like a concert.
Dang.
I'm like, damn.
So that's what
We
it was
didn't have
like
that.
in
We
my-
just have like some
Alright.
old dude like standing up there like, I don't know, Jesus was like good or whatever.
Man.
My boy.
Let's say a hymn together.
That's pretty bumping.
Yeah, just some like
Dang,
old
yeah,
people
tone
like
it down, guys.
some like old people chanting together. Oh man, love it.
Maybe that was just your church. 'Cause
Maybe,
not all
I don't
Christian
know.
churches are like that.
No, I feel like Catholic churches are super boring.
How
though.
many
I don't know.
Catholic churches have you been to?
Probably like 2. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's probably just my church.
I've been to like.
I'm not here trying to diss anybody's church or anything. I'm sure you guys like your churches. This is bumping. The one that I went to when I was a child I did not like. What was it called? I don't remember. All Saints Catholic Church or something like that. It was
Wow,
very
how
like
original.
generic, very generic church name.
I've been to like a million Baptist and
I guess
non-denomination
Baptist ones
churches, and they're not.
I feel
fun.
like Baptist churches though, they get into it. You know what I mean? Like they're passionate.
in like a terrible racist.
yeah, in a bad
way.
racist bad way, but they're still like into it. But like
Racist
Catholic
put it on a skirt.
the church that I went to, it was just like the church that I went to was just like they just like read shit. They didn't like they just read it from the Bible, and I'm like, wow, great, I can just read this at home.
But
if I
are you
wanted
going to?
No.
Just throw the guy some recommendations.
Yeah, I'll go to the church and give them some tips. Okay, and then so where were we? Oh yeah, so now it's nighttime after the whole church thing, and Hank and Peggy are like waiting up on Bobby, and Bobby comes home and he says, tells them,
Wait. But like while they're waiting on Bobby, Peggy's there sewing an American
Oh,
flag.
yeah.
Like, is she making this flag?
yeah, I don't know. She was just kind of like sewing it,
You
and
can
then like,
buy those
and then the
for
next
very
day
cheap.
she was still sewing
Yeah.
it, and I was like, what is?
What are you doing? In like the middle of it too, it looked assembled.
Yeah, it looks fine, but she was like,
She
Putting
looked
some
very
finishing
angry
touches.
doing it as well.
Yeah.
I'd be
I don't
angry
know,
too
was
if I had to
up
make
that?
something I could
Yeah.
buy.
I'd
from
buy it for like
scratch.
$2. But yeah, Bobby comes home and says he's saved, and they're very excited. And Bobby then he like goes to clean his room, and they're all happy and everything. that Bobby is a good kid now.
Saved boy.
Yep.
Man of God.
But then, yeah, next day, Peggy's still sewing that flag. And Bobby tells her that he's going to go out and spread the good word. And she's like, okay,
That's my boy.
just go out to town. Just run around. He puts up like some signs at this like classroom window.
Yeah.
But like,
But it's
so is
summer.
he also is he not in class also?
I don't get why anybody was in
That
class.
one didn't make
Maybe it was
sense. Maybe it was summer school.
Oh,
Yeah.
Summer school
yeah.
kind of deal.
That's
That
why
might
he
have
made a
been.
joke about them reading.
Yeah, and like the principal was
Oh.
wearing like
swim
trunks.
Yeah.
Or something.
But yeah, he comes out and like yells at Bobby, and Bobby tells him to repent, and then he leaves. And then we go over. He's handing out pamphlets at the mall.
All 5 of them.
Yeah, pamphlets at the mall, calling everybody sinners and fornicators, and then gets kicked out by a mall cop. You know, classic stuff. But then we go over. Hank and the boys are buying some fireworks from what's his name? I got his
John
name.
Redcorn.
Yep, John Redcorn, the Native American boy.
Man.
Man, yeah, he's an adult. I don't know why I called him a boy. But they buy a bunch of like very illegal fireworks from him, I guess.
Like a bunch.
He hands them like one box, but then as they're driving
like
home, the
10.
whole truck is full of fireworks.
Overfilled.
Yeah. Well, they drive back and they decide to drive down Milton Street to like taunt some of the people down the street. But apparently Milton like shows them that they have this like power equipment.
Yeah.
Like
Like a
cherry
cherry
picker,
picker and
obviously.
two forklifts. And they're like, oh man.
I really don't know what they're doing with either.
Yeah, I don't know. Like you fire the fireworks from the ground, right?
They're gonna blow them up.
I don't know why they would need a forklift.
I don't know
I
why
don't
they need 2 forklifts.
Yeah.
Why?
Like, what are they lifting up? The fireworks lift up by themselves with the with the fire part.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't need to push it.
I
It doesn't
don't
need like a jump start or anything. I really. Who knows
Don't make
what they're gonna do some next level stuff that we can't even think of.
I mean,
apparently.
we're never
Yeah.
gonna know now.
Yeah. So now Rainy Street. That's their street name, I think.
Yes.
They need to get a new plan. So we see a montage of them. It cuts between them like building some stuff, and which includes like a giant Uncle Sam.
But like,
I would. Oh, go ahead.
go ahead. No, go ahead.
I would like to note that like. So when they go down to Milton
Oh,
Street
yeah.
to taunt them, you know, like they've already got everything pretty much set up.
Yeah.
Everything's done. Everything's tricked out. They have lights and flags, and they have like a paper mache Statue of Liberty
Yeah.
going. And then literally like their solution to all of this, Hank literally has like a piece of paper locked up in like a safe, and the solution to this is a paper mache Uncle Sam.
Sam. Yeah.
Like
Best
It's
fireworks.
like they
show.
have all these decorations, and then they're just like, how about we just make one decoration?
But like, so they Milton has the paper mache Statue of Liberty,
Uh-huh.
and then they're gonna have the Uncle Sam. But what do you think is more America?
Where did Uncle Sam come from?
I think it was just like war
I think it was
propaganda.
like war
Yeah.
propaganda. But like, who's like, hey, okay, so we're making these like posters, right? What if we put like some old dude like wearing a hat? What if we did that for the poster? And then they're like, shit, you're right. And then like they're like, oh well, he needs a name. And then he's like, how about Uncle Sam? And they're like, why is he an uncle? And he's like, I don't give a shit. He's a fucking uncle. Who cares?
Well, actually, he was named after a real person.
Oh, my Uncle Sam. The guy's like, here. They're like, okay, we need you to like make a poster for our war. Okay. He's like, yeah, I drew my uncle. Is that okay? They're like, perfect. Print it. Cut.
got him.
I just drew my uncle on it. And he's pointing.
Kind of. Like, there's a lot of different theories about where it came from,
Mm-hmm.
but there's this guy from New York. His name was Samuel Wilson, and I guess people called him Uncle Sam.
Why?
So it's
And
Uncle
then-
Sam.
That's weird.
Duh.
The barrels of beef that he supplied the army with during the War of 1812 were stamped U.S. to indicate government property. The identification is said to have led to the widespread use of the name Uncle Sam for the United States, and a resolution passed by Congress in 1961 recognized Wilson as the namesake of the national symbol. So he supplied them with beef. And
imagine just being this guy,
American.
just this guy, like this farmer, and then you're just like, now your name is America now, like you're Uncle Sam, and you're like, shit, I'm just like a farmer. I didn't ask for this, but everyone's just like, it's Uncle Sam, you know, America. You can be an America guy, and he's like, I'm just a farmer.
Just eat my beef, please.
Yeah, just chill out, man.
Eat my beef, please.
Just like walking around seeing these posters with him, like pointing, saying, I want you to join the army. And he's just like, no, I want you to eat my beef. I don't want you to join the army.
Please.
If you join the army, you can't eat my beef because you're going to be overseas. So that's all the history of Uncle Sam?
There's another thing about the look, kind of. Here, I'll read it.
So was this guy just a guy, like he wasn't super like patriotic and didn't wear like American flag
Sold beef
suits?
to the army.
Hey, selling beef is
That's pretty America,
gosh darn
yeah.
American.
Uncle Sam and his predecessor brother Jonathan were used interchangeably to represent the United
Uncle
States.
Jonathan.
Yeah, by American cartoonists from the early 1830s to 1861. Cartoonists such as Sir John Tenniel and John Leach of the British humor magazine Punch helped evolve the modern figure by drawing both brother Jonathan and Uncle Sam as lean, whiskered gentlemen wearing top hats and striped pants. Probably the first U.S. politician cartoonist to crystallize the
Party.
To crystallize the figure of Uncle Sam was Thomas Nast, beginning in the early 1870s. By 1900s, through the efforts of Nast, Joseph Kepler, and others, Uncle Sam was firmly entrenched as the symbol for the U.S., one of the most familiar treatments in the 20th century, blah, blah. In the World War I and II is where they started using the caption, I want you. Fun facts.
Fun. Okay, good.
So
I just
fun.
like, just
Invigorating.
imagine if you were just chilling and then like people were just like, hey, we're going to put you on posters and we're going to put them all over the place. How about that?
Will they buy my beef?
Maybe. They'll join the army though. That's
but I want to sell beef.
But we want people to join the army.
Beef.
All the posters say I want you, and then in very small it says to buy my beef. Yeah. Okay, but so Hank is very proud about this giant Uncle Sam that they made, but he skipped church to make it, and so Bobby is not happy about that.
No, sir.
No, sir. You don't skip. But like also church every day here. What kind of church did they go to? The church I went to was like weekly, and then I think yours you said was like twice a week.
They had church twice on Sundays and Wednesday, and then sometimes on Tuesdays.
So like, what church are they going to that's like every day?
I feel like sometimes they just do like a Bible study or something like that.
Yeah.
And they kind of just
Every
sprinkle those
day?
in. I don't know what the heck. Well, they're in Texas, so
That's true.
True, yeah. The
Obviously.
motherland. But so then we cut over to Bobby, and he's drawing like Uncle Sam with like devil horns in his
Beautiful.
notebook and stuff like that. And then he goes outside and he decides he's gonna break Uncle Sam. And he hits it with the stick a lot, and it's broken.
No stick, it's a
Or a pipe or
yeah.
something.
What was
crowbar.
it? Crowbar. That's
Was
the
it
word.
crowbar?
Yeah.
Okay. But then Hank hears something, and he goes outside and sees it's all destroyed, and he's very sad. And Bobby's like super proud of his work, but Hank thinks it was someone from Milton Street. And Bobby's like all embarrassed, and he's like, "Oh no, this is bad. I'm a bad boy."
I would just like to note that when Hank sees Uncle Sam destroyed, you know, like he's done.
Yeah,
He's like
he falls to
rest
his
in
knees.
peace.
He's
And,
like,
it looks like he's about to start crying.
Yeah.
Like, he's just so patriotic that it makes him drop to his knees and almost cry. And
that's just how into it he
yeah,
was.
he's just so pro America, you know, and it's a real tragedy,
Yeah.
honestly.
That's another thing I liked about this show. Like the things that I've seen from it is like they make all these things so intense, but it's just like it's like little stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's nothing. They never like do a lot of episodes about like serious topics or anything like that. It's usually just like they're having a 4th of July war, but they make it like seem so intense and stuff like that.
Yeah, like
It's
I
just
feel like
it's a little show about all the little things they do. You know, it's fun.
yeah, I feel like that's why I always liked it. I feel like it was always light. You know?
Yeah, it's not super like you don't need to know a lot about it to like watch it.
Yeah,
Like I would have been fine just like watching this episode. It's the first episode I've ever watched all the way through. And it's like
yeah,
I get it. I know what's going on here. I don't know most of these people's names, but like I see what's going on.
yeah, but you can get by just just jumping right in.
Yeah.
No problem.
Oh yeah. Okay. So now they're having a meeting at Hank's house, and he's telling everybody that Milton Street destroyed Uncle Sam, and everybody's all mad. And now they're like planning an attack on Milton Street. They have like a slideshow of where they're hiding all their fireworks
Right
and
across the
food and stuff.
street.
Yeah.
You guessed it. In the sheds.
Yep. In those weird sheds that they put up. Yep. Bobby he, like tries to tell Hank that he did it, but Hank is just like too into this right now. And he's like not paying attention to Bobby. But so now they sneak out at night and sabotage everything. They're just like stabbing hot dog rolls and taking down lights and stuff like that. But then the people from Milton notice and they come out and like see all the destruction and everything, see them running off.
My favorite was that guy that looks at his trees with the lights slightly like out of place, and he's like, "My lights are gone.
Yeah.
Where are my lights?"
But now the Milton Street guys are planning a counterattack on them, and they blow up the shed where Rainy Street is keeping all their fireworks.
I would like to say that after like Rainy Street attacked Milton Street, they were worried they were going to go after their fireworks, so they literally had 5 grown men guard this shed, and anyways, it still gets blown up, and it's just
but like also
what
the
is
fireworks
what's the
don't
point?
go off, which was what I was.
Yeah, they just kind of blow up.
Yeah.
They don't.
Like, they blow up in the street, like in the roads, and there's like explosion marks in the roads.
Oh,
Which
yeah.
doesn't make
Oh
any
yeah,
sense.
I forgot about that. Yeah, because there weren't any explosions that happened in the street. Oh well. So the next day, the guys, the boys, are up on their roof spying on Milton Street. They're just scoping out the scene, planning their next attack. But then we cut over to Bobby, praying to Jesus screensaver on his computer, which I thought was great. But then Lucky, he just comes in to his room. He doesn't live here. He's gonna come in.
Family.
I guess, kind of. I guess that's true. He's like kind of like an uncle.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what their family dynamic is like. Anyway, he comes in and Bobby confesses that he's the one who destroyed Uncle Sam, and Lucky's like, "Oh, it's okay. You just gotta tell him, it's okay."
But he said something super deep.
Oh, what did he say?
When it was like, you can't throw a stone at others until you throw like 50 at yourself.
Oh,
And I
yeah.
was like, that's deep. Tell that to everybody.
So we cut to the two streets. They're like shooting tomatoes and eggs at each other and stuff like that. They're having like an all-out war right now.
And dog poop. Don't forget about.
Oh
the
yeah,
dog
and the
poop.
dog poop. That's right. They go over. So like Milton starts retreating, and they start to go over to Milton Street to steal their fireworks. But then they get hit by this like powerful fire hose that they have. And it's it's so intense. But then Bobby comes outside and he gets in the middle of all of it, and he's calling for peace, and everybody like holds their fire. And Bobby tells them that he was the one who destroyed it, and he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize, everybody." And then he tells them all they need to come together for this holiday, because this holiday is all about coming together. And everybody's like, "Oh, you're so right. We're coming together now." And then Hank forgives him for destroying the thing. He also tells Bobby that Bobby has to clean everything up now. That's his punishment. All this like the explosion markers in the road and stuff, and dog poop everywhere.
Oh, and there's like rotten fruit and eggs
Yeah.
everywhere.
Delicious.
But then Bill comes up. He doesn't believe Bobby, so he throws some fireworks into the Milton
Looked
set
like
of fireworks.
dynamite.
Yeah, and that one blows up, and all the fireworks go everywhere. That one does a thing.
Yeah.
I don't know why Rainy Street's fireworks didn't blow up all over the
They
place.
were duds.
I guess. But now today is the 4th of July, and everybody's like,
Woo!
Happy 4th of July. Everybody's like cleaning up. A guy from Milton comes over and asks if they have any fireworks left, and they just have one of those little like snake things.
Yeah.
And everybody's just like gathered around it, watching it. But then some kid comes riding his bike with a bunch of sparklers, and they're like, "Ah, that kid's from Appleby Street." And then they all look at him all like angrily, and that's where it ends. That's the episode.
Woo!
Woo!
Ooh.
Woo!
Woo!
Okay. What did you think?
I, for one, feel very patriotic.
Yeah, this
After
was a
watching
very
the episode.
patriotic episode.
How would you rate it out of 10?
Out of 10, 4 for 4th of July. But not really. It was good. It was like at least a 7 or an 8.
I think I'll give it an 8.
Give it
I liked it. There was just a little.
Yeah.
There were some weird things in it, like why didn't those fireworks explode?
You know, I've seen funnier episodes. I'm gonna
Yeah, that's true.
good,
too.
solid.
It was the last
solid
season. It had a long run.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
Like
yeah, it's very
13
true.
seasons is crazy. Oh yeah. So should we do the segment now?
Yeah.
Okay. So I wanted to start a new segment on the show because I feel like what we do on the show is we usually watch very bad movies and we just shit on them all the whole time. And like I feel like I don't want this show to be so negative all the time. So I wanted to start a segment after the main segment where we talk about what we liked about it, and I'm talking very badly right now.
To quote Pitbull, took my life from negative to positive.
Yeah.
I just want y'all to know that.
But so I wanted to put some positivity back in the show. So I wanted to start a new segment called Gift Giving. Where we talk about what we liked about it. So what did you like about this episode?
All of the America.
That's true,
It was
yeah.
beautiful.
Very patriotic. I really enjoyed the American flag in the lawn. That was good.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
I really enjoyed all the paper mache
Yeah.
that was in this episode.
I've never made anything out of paper mache. Have
Really?
you?
I have.
Really?
Yeah.
What is it?
It's newspaper and
like
glue.
a paste
Yeah.
kind
Yeah.
of deal.
That's so weird that just like that has a name. Newspaper and paste.
Like the fact that both streets can make like these like 10 feet tall
Yeah.
like figures in like a day. I don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I don't know. Who knows? They got all
do
day.
it.
They didn't go to church.
yeah, right.
And I also really enjoyed Bobby's Jesus screensaver. It was just like
Ah,
Jesus
yes.
just floating around the screen.
Stereotypical
was very
Jesus
good.
glowing.
Is there anything else that's calling out to you?
I really appreciated Sensei Ed's karate studio.
Oh yeah.
Featuring Bruce Lee. I just thought that was really great.
Real
Really
inspiration.
hits
They have to,
home.
they have to have a karate master in there. Just to,
Honestly, though, it should have been Jackie Chan.
Oh, so true. Don't
True.
even get me started.
okay,
Yeah.
that's good. Well, what would you rate the
Gift-giving.
episode? Did you rate it?
I think 8.
8.
Yeah.
That's a good rating. And I'd recommend people watch this episode. It's
It's
a good.
episode.
I feel like the show in general is really great. I really
Yeah.
like it.
I've never watched it, but I've seen like a few parts of episodes, and I liked it.
Watch it
I've
all.
just like never watched it for like no reason.
This kid growing up with cable.
For real, I had
True.
like
That privilege.
Nickelodeon, Nick Jr.
Got My 45.
yeah.
Got
Oh,
WB.
My
man.
boy, my 45.
I used to like we had cable, but like I didn't have it in my room. So when I wanted to like go to bed at night, I had to watch like channel 5 or something, but like my TV, but like my
It's
TV
like
was
45 and 61.
Yeah, exactly. That's it.
but like my TV was very bad. Well, like it was very bad like connection that I had with my TV. So I think that's why I couldn't get those channels. But I had to watch a very staticky Seinfeld.
Say that like it's a bad thing.
Also, like it was so staticky that I don't think I can tell you anything about any episode of Seinfeld that I've ever seen.
Staticky Seinfeld is better than no Seinfeld.
That's true, yeah.
True.
So, I mean, since today is the 4th of July, I'm sure you've been out all day, just celebrating America, and you really want to relax, and get a nice soak going. So why don't you come on in to the celebration tank?
So cozy in here.
Yeah. It's so festive in this tank.
So America.
Wow.
So let's talk about the holidays that are going on. Well, actually,
yeah.
I want to remind you, it is July, so it is a National Anti-Boredom Month, and National Blueberry Month,
Somebody should tell
and National
Bobby.
Cell Phone Courtesy
He was
Month,
Yeah.
bored.
and
Yeah.
National Hot
Come on,
Dog
Bobby.
Month, and National Ice Cream Month, and National Picnic Month. So
Shout out to Picnic Month. Come on, guys.
Yeah.
Seriously, picnics. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, please.
I'm a fan of picnics, but we're in Arizona right now, and I feel like we would die.
I
If
don't
we had
think
a
we've
picnic.
ever had a picnic here.
It's like 120
Yeah.
outside in the
Yeah.
morning or in daytimes, and that's when you would have a picnic.
That's when
It's
you-
like 100 degrees sometimes at night, and I'm like, are you kidding
Probably
me right
like
now?
100 degrees, right? It's
I-
106 right now.
I
It
literally-
sucks. It's like, what are we recording? It's 8 p.m., 106 outside. It's fucking ridiculous, guys.
I work outside, and I usually start work at like 5 in the morning, and I'll get there, and it's already like 90, 95 degrees at
Jeez.
5 in the morning.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah, yeah, it's still like the fucking worst though.
That's what at work. Some
It
guy said that
sucks.
to me on the phone. He was like, "How hot is it there right now?" I was like, "Oh, it's like 120 degrees outside right now. It's very hot and terrible." He's like, "Oh, I'm in Florida. At least yours is a dry heat."
Like, yeah, you have like moisture in the air. Like that would be fun. Like, yeah, it gets like sticky and very sweaty, but like, just because you're more sweaty doesn't mean it's hot.
That's kind of what I said to him when he said that. And
Yeah.
he was like, "The grass is always greener."
Fuck off, dude.
Sir?
Okay. Fuck off. It's like I'm gonna die if I stay outside for like an hour.
People do die.
Yeah, people die like every day.
Anybody ever died of heat in
It's
Florida?
ridiculous. Anyway, all I'm saying is they should make National Picnic Month at some point, like in the fall.
Did
Yeah,
they not even
that'd be
I think that's a
consider
good time.
Arizona?
I guess not, or like any place that's very hot, like all those like Middle Eastern countries. Those are even hotter than Arizona. I can't
Yeah.
even like fucking imagine that.
It's a dry heat.
Yeah, it's a dry heat. Ugh. I'm in Florida. I have it way worse than you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go to the beach.
Yeah.
We have like a lake and a river.
Like
Oh
a
my
million miles away.
Yeah.
Okay, but think about it. Beach picnic, that's tragic. All the
That's
sand
true.
in your
Ah.
sandwich.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
No.
Maybe
Ugh.
it's a sandwich.
Yeah. So today is the 4th of July.
Of July.
And you know what that means? It's Sidewalk Egg Frying Day.
We're not going to talk about the 4th of July
It's
first.
Sidewalk Egg Frying Day.
But it's the 4th of July.
It's Sidewalk Egg
okay.
Frying Day.
Okay.
It's to fry an egg on the sidewalk.
Probably could.
Do it.
We can.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the news station did that.
I mean, like everyone does it all the time. They're like, viral video. I'm going to bake some cookies in my car.
It's hot. We know.
I
Yeah.
remember once back in the day, me and Adela did instead of cookies, we put a spin on it. We did brownies
Oh,
Yeah.
man.
in the dash, and we burnt them.
Oh,
So-
wow.
Yeah,
Yeah, like,
it's a dry heat. No, stop.
but yeah, national, it's not, I guess it's not national. I don't know. It's Sidewalk Egg Frying Day. Just try it out. I don't think I've ever done it before, but like, I don't know. I don't eat eggs that much.
Yeah.
There's
If I did, I
also,
wouldn't cook them outside.
there's also no origin for this that I could find, but it's one of those holidays that everyone just like agrees is a holiday.
Well,
But anyway, yeah, what else do we have on the 4th?
on the 4th of July,
Yeah, I don't know.
we have the 4th of July.
What? That's what?
Yeah.
What's that?
It's also known as July 4th,
Oh, or
Wow.
Independence Day.
United States Independence Day. We have some international listeners.
We live in America.
We have some internet. I told you we had 10
Like those
listeners
10
from
Japan.
Japan, so they don't.
Sorry.
Shout
They're
out.
gonna think we're talking about Japanese Independence Day, and they're like, "That's not July 4th."
They're going to stop listening.
Yeah,
Oh no! Please don't stop listening, whoever you are.
but yeah, it is United States Independence Day. Tell us all about it.
It is a federal holiday in the U.S. commemorating the adoption of the Declaration of Independence 241 years ago.
Happy birthday.
Happy birthday. Happened on July 4th, 1776. The Continental Congress declared that the 13 American colonies regarded themselves as a new nation, the United States of America, and are no longer a part of the British Empire. They actually voted to declare independence 2 days earlier on the 2nd, but celebrated on the 4th.
Oh, that's weird.
fact.
Well, that's confusing.
Yeah. No one wants to celebrate the 2nd of July.
No.
That's lame.
Yeah.
Too many syllables.
Yeah. But then also on the 4th is National Country Music Day.
Oh, heck yeah.
Oh,
Blake
man.
Shelton.
Yeah. Tim McGraw.
Country music.
Yeah. she thinks my tractor's sexy.
Oh, yeah.
You know, the hits.
All the tractors.
Just go ahead and listen to all the hits. And also, I couldn't find an origin for this one either, but it's another one of those days where people are just like, yep,
It's a day.
it's National Country Music Day. So that's all the holidays for the 4th of July. But what do we have on the 5th of July?
We got National Bikini Day.
Happy National Bikini Day.
Happy National Bikini Day.
Dang.
Ooh, yeah. Bikini. On July 5th, 1946, the first bikini was worn and modeled.
Dang.
That's why it's on July 5th.
That's fun.
They were, bikinis were shunned until the 60s because it's, not conservative.
Yeah.
It's very exposes
Too much
stuff.
skin.
Did you know? I know a fun fact about bikinis.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
What does that mean? But do you know? Have you heard that song? What is it? Itsy Bitsy Teeny Weeny Yellow Polka Dot Bikini.
Yes.
Did you know that bikinis were not popular, but when that song came out, that's what made bikinis popular? Well, that was one of the factors in making bikinis popular. That was just like a popular song, and then people were just like, "Shit, maybe I should buy one."
That's fun.
And then like sales for bikinis went very up, and everyone had bikinis then. So thanks whoever wrote that song,
Yeah.
Dang.
I guess.
Shout out if you're
Alive?
alive.
Who knows? Probably not. I don't know. Okay. But also is that it?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
Also on July 5th is Algerian Independence
Oh,
Day.
happy Algerian Independence
Yeah,
Day.
the 5th of July.
Let's just start calling all of the Independence Days Independence Days.
Yeah, Independence Day.
Happy Independence Day.
But it commemorates when Algeria got its independence from France on July 5th, 1962. They did it.
Congrats.
You
Got 'em.
did it. Good job, Algeria.
Woo.
Then what else we got on the 5th?
We got Workaholic Day.
Oh, happy Workaholic Day.
Happy Workaholic Day. There's not really an origin for it, but I've got some you're a workaholic when.
Oh,
stuff.
heck yeah. Tell us some of those jokes.
You're a workaholic when it's the 4th of July weekend and you're at work.
Oh man.
You're a workaholic when you are working because it's fun.
What? These are terrible. Are these written by the same guy?
Yeah. No, not as earlier. This one doesn't make sense. You're a workaholic when it's Saturday and you're working. There's also one for Sunday. Don't they know not everybody can have
Yeah, I know.
weekends off?
That's like a lot of people work on weekends. Like most people do, I
I
think.
think most jobs are open on the
Yeah.
weekends.
Ugh.
Wow.
Oh man, you're a workaholic when you work on the weekends. Am I right? Ugh, these poor people.
Get a better job.
Wow.
Yeah.
Get an education.
I did not know I was a workaholic until just now.
Yeah, apparently.
The first part to recovery is accepting.
Yeah, except you're a workaholic because you're scheduled on the weekends. But anyway, the 5th is also Armenian Constitution Day.
Happy Armenian Constitution
Yeah.
Day.
They
Yes.
did it. What?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Woo.
It commemorates the adoption of the first constitution of Armenia in 1995. And no one really celebrates it that much. It's just like,
That's all
it's like our
Constitution's
Constitution Day. We have a Constitution Day. Do you know? Not really, because we don't really do anything on
We
it.
celebrated
I
it
think
in
do
We
we-
the People.
Oh, really? Well, yeah.
Okay.
It's We the
that makes
People.
sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's that. So now we move on to Thursday the 6th. What do we got?
We got National Fried Chicken Day.
Yeah, happy National
Ooh,
Fried Chicken
yes.
Day.
Yeah. There's not really an origin for it, but go eat some gosh dang fried chicken.
Go to what's the best fried chicken place? Is Popeyes, right?
Yeah.
So
Oh.
done.
Have you had Popeyes?
I have. It's pretty good, but I feel like I'm just
KFC.
Church's chicken
Oh,
all the way
Church's.
because of the nostalgia, man.
Those mashed
Oh, it's
potatoes
gonna be
are
good.
so good.
I'm not a fan of Church's.
I'm not a big fan of their chicken, but their mashed potatoes and then their chicken sandwiches.
But we're talking about the chicken.
I know, so I wouldn't say Church's.
It's
Okay.
not. It's not National Mashed Potatoes Day.
Should be.
Is that real? It probably is.
Probably.
Isn't
I
it?
think so. Fun fact: we've got some KFC brand fried chicken smelling
Oh yeah.
sunscreen.
Sunscreen.
Dang.
Classic.
Fun fact: never
Welcome
used
to
it.
the future.
Smells
guys.
very
Yeah.
bad.
Millennials these days
Yeah,
with their
right.
fried chicken sunscreen.
The future is now. Thanks to science.
But also on the 6th is International Kissing Day.
Happy International Kissing Day.
Happy. We already talked about National Kissing Day like a few weeks ago, but this one's the international one because I guess they had to make 2 different days for it for some reason. But let me tell you, kissing originated thousands and perhaps millions of years ago. It is believed to have originated from mouth-to-mouth feeding of parents to a child.
Please no.
That's what the website said.
Oh, man, wow.
But also, this holiday appears to have originated from England, because I guess they were the first ones to celebrate International Kissing Day. So thanks, I guess. I don't know.
I mean,
I can kiss any day I want.
Yeah, for real.
no, you can only kiss on that
Yeah,
day.
Well,
just that day,
shit.
and
Sorry.
also National Kissing Day.
Yeah.
That's why there's
Twice
2
a
different
year.
days.
You got
'cause they
2
were like,
shots.
Yeah. That's why they had 2 different days, because they were like, I feel like one day is not enough, you know? Let's move on to Friday the 7th. What do you got?
We got Chocolate Day.
Happy Chocolate Day.
Happy Chocolate Day. You go eat some gosh dang chocolate.
Yep.
Did
Sure.
you know chocolate is a vegetable because it comes
Oh,
from
what?
the cacao tree found in tropical rainforests?
Well, look at that.
Wait, is
Chocolate's
that
a
real?
vegetable, so
I
I'm
think
eating
that's real.
healthy today. Am I right?
Ugh. I feel like I can see that on a minion
Yeah, it's like a
meme.
meme from like a grandma.
Yeah.
But then it's also the 7th Friday is also National Strawberry Sundae Day.
Ooh.
I just want to go back for a
okay,
second.
let's go back to Chocolate Day.
It is, according to Wikipedia, a vegetable.
Look at that.
Learn
Check
something
it out.
every day.
Yep. So happy Strawberry Sundae Day.
Yeah, happy
Yeah.
Strawberry Sundae Day. Go and eat it. There's no origin for this one. It's just someone's like,
Just appeared.
yeah, someone was like, why don't we just make this a day? But apparently, June is actually when strawberry harvesting is in full swing. So a lot of people are very confused why this holiday is in July and not June, but it's in July.
Yeah.
So it's like towards the end of the strawberry harvesting season, but okay.
Well, maybe let's
Actually,
at
maybe-
the end use them all up.
Yeah, oh, that's true. We're running low. Put it in the Sunday. Hurry. Come on. Well, then next day, Saturday the 8th, what do we got?
We got Asalabuha.
What?
Asala Buha. Happy,
That's-
My
Poo-
favorite
poo-ha.
holiday.
happy Asala Puha.
It's a Buddhist festival. It typically takes place in July on the full moon of the 8th lunar month. It's celebrated in Cambodia, Thailand, Sri Lanka, Laos, Myanmar, yes, it is. Myanmar, and in other countries with Theravada Buddhist populations.
Huh.
That's cool.
It's also known as Dhamma Day. It is one of the Buddhist most important festivals, celebrating as it does the Buddha's first sermon in what he set out to his 5 former associates, the doctrine that had come to him following his enlightenment. This is the pivotal sermon, often referred to as setting into motion the wheel of Dhamma. Is the teaching which is encapsulated for Buddhists in the 4 noble truths.
That's fun.
That's the day.
Happy day, guys.
Happy day.
Ooh.
And now we move on to Sunday the 9th. We have Guru Purnima.
Happy Guru Purnima.
Yes. It is an Indian and Nepalese festival dedicated to spiritual and academic teachers. So like gurus, those guys in those
That's
places.
cool. I like
Yeah.
that.
This festival is traditionally celebrated by Hindus, Jains, and Buddhists to pay their respects to their teachers and express their gratitude. The word guru is derived from two different words, gu and ru.
Wow.
Wow.
So it is a Sanskrit. The root gu means darkness or ignorance, and ru means you are a remover. So it means like a remover of ignorance.
That's
So
a fun fact.
they're just like wise people who are like, hey, don't be dumb. And so that's a day to be
Yeah.
like, thanks, guys.
It's like Teacher Appreciation Week.
Yeah, pretty much. But what else do we have on the 9th?
We got Australian Constitution Day.
Happy Australian
Ooh.
Constitution Day.
Happy day. The Constitution Act of 1900 became a law on, you guessed it, July 9th,
Dang.
1900. And yeah, that's when they did their Constitution. They don't really do anything.
Cool.
But also on the 9th is the martyrdom of the Bob.
The Bab. Happy martyrdom of the Bob.
It is a holiday in the Baha'i faith, which we've talked about before. A very small religion, Middle Eastern religion. But on July 9th, 1850, the guy who is the Bob, who is like in this faith known to be like the manifestation of God or like the prophet, he was imprisoned for apostasy, which is like denying your faith and joining some other faith. I guess that used to be a crime.
Oh.
Or maybe still is. I don't know.
I can see that.
But he was arrested
Gee.
for it in 1850, and he was going to get killed by firing squad.
Oh boy.
And so him and one of his friends were like hung up on a wall, and they were fired at. But when the smoke cleared, the Bob was nowhere to be found.
Oh my god, spooky.
He got out.
Where'd he go?
He ran away. So the smoke cleared, he was gone, and then they went back to his cell, and he was just like chilling in his cell. He's like, "What the fuck's up, guys?"
Why would you hide
Look
there?
at me.
What are you doing?
But then they brought him back, and then they did another firing squad, and then he actually died.
That's what he gets.
But then, for many years after his death, the remains of the Bab were secretly transferred from place to place until they were brought to their final resting place at the Shrine of the Bab in Hafai on the middle terrace of the Baha'i Gardens. And that's just like a holy day, and like a classic Baha'i holy day where everyone prays and is like,
Fun.
"What a good day." He survived, but then also was killed immediately again.
He deserved it the second time.
I feel like he could have escaped that fate.
Yeah.
I know,
but-
but he just chilled in his cell.
Yeah.
He was just like trying to rub it in, pretty much. He's like, "I gotta check this shit out,
I
guys."
could have survived if I wanted to.
But then he didn't.
Yeah.
So.
Rip
Every
the
time,
Bob.
every time you said the Bab, it just reminds me of the kebab thing.
The
from
kebab.
Flight of the Conchords.
Well, what else do we got on the 9th?
We got National Sugar Cookie Day.
Happy National
Ooh.
Sugar Cookie Day.
Happy National Sugar Cookie Day. That's not my favorite day. I don't think I like sugar cookies.
I like sugar cookies. I think they're
Cookies
good.
are okay.
Well,
You know what's really good though is butter cookies. Those are good. Those little ones that come in the tins.
Oh my god. Don't even get
Those
me
are the
started.
best.
I just discovered those this last Christmas.
Really?
And yeah, Jacob had them, my boyfriend, his family, they're white. They had some and they gave me some, and then I just literally bought like 3 tins.
Yeah, they're so good.
Did
so good.
Kaylee and Sean have those that one
Yeah,
time? Yeah, I'm
and
not
they-
a big fan.
Oh, really?
I'm not a-
I think
I'm
they're
not a
real
cookie
good. I
fan.
mean, I guess you're just not like a sugar cookie fan because
I
they're kind of
guess,
like
yeah.
sugar cookies, but they're just like they got
But,
butter
like,
in them and it's good.
If you don't even like the cookies, just buy them for the tins.
Yeah,
they're
for
really
real. The
cute.
tins are nice and festive.
Like cats and dogs
Yeah.
and Santa and like a snowman with a scarf. They're just real cute. I also sew, so I like them for my sewing stuff.
Yeah,
So
that's
yeah.
a good thing for sewing
Yeah.
things. Anyway, sorry. I mean, we just talked about butter cookies on National Sugar
Oh.
Cookie Day. They're
Oops,
kind of like
sorry.
sugar cookies. I don't know what.
Sugar cookies with extra butter.
Yeah,
Yeah.
sugar cookies are.
Just throw in some extra butter, guys.
That's a butter cookie.
I mean, I guess kind of, pretty much. Yeah, but like sugar cookies, they're like the plain. They're like the vanilla of cookie types. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's like the basic
Mhm.
one.
because they are. Literally.
But I think they're good if they're executed correctly. I don't like those like weird ones that you get at Fry's that have like that frosting
I don't
on
like
them.
those
The
either.
Those are
Loft House
disgusting.
cookies?
Yeah, I don't
Oh,
like those.
I like Loft House cookies, but I feel like it's very like either you love them or
Yeah.
you hate them.
I
There's
used
no
to
in between.
really like them when I was a kid, but now I'm just like, I don't know. I don't think I'm like a big fan of frosting.
I feel like like now that I'm getting older, like the frosting just gets stuck in my gums.
Yeah, and it's like too sweet, and I'm like,
Yeah.
stop it! What are you doing?
I don't think I've ever actually eaten one of those cookies.
Really, they're all right.
I always looked at them and didn't like the way they looked.
Yeah, they're weird.
It's a shock to the system.
Yeah, it's a lot of
hard,
frosting.
You know? Yeah, sugary stuff is just harder to eat now that I'm like that we're older.
Yeah, now that I'm older, I just like can't handle frosting. I think the only frosting I can handle is like cream cheese frosting.
Ew.
That's the only one I can handle. All the other ones is just like I eat like a
a
little bit too much of it, and I'm just like, I can't finish this cupcake.
I had a piece of carrot cake yesterday, and I literally had to scrape off some of the frosting because it was too much.
Like I've been to like some of my like little cousin's birthday parties, and I've had to like scrape off the icing from their cakes because I'm just like, I see you gave me like a corner piece and it's got all that fucking like piping on it, and I was like, I can't eat this.
You're just eating bread.
Yeah, just sugary bread.
I still like frosting.
Well,
I like frosting. I just can't have like that excess frosting, that like glob of frosting anymore.
Well then. Anyway, that's National Sugar Cookie Day.
Heck yeah.
Next on the 9th is Palau Constitution Day.
Happy Palau Constitution Day.
Yeah. Palau is an island near the Philippines. For those of you who don't know, I didn't know that, but now I do.
Yeah.
I didn't know Palau existed.
Yeah. They adopted its constitution in 1981 and established a government based on the government of the USA because they were like, that's good.
It was a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a little bad. But they based it on ours. Let's see. Since 1359, 137 presidents have governed Palau. And then on this day, they just have like social events, art festivals, and they also like a lot of people go fishing on this day because they're like an island. So they're like, I guess that's really a good way to celebrate holidays is like, let's go fishing, I guess.
If you lived on the island, wouldn't you be tired of fishing?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think everyone would fish.
I guess.
I mean,
That's like assuming everyone. That's like assuming everyone in America is a farmer.
Oh, we aren't?
Oh shit!
Go tell that to my crops.
And now the final day that we have, the Monday the 10th, the last day. What do we have?
We've got Teddy Bear Picnic Day.
Happy Teddy Bear Picnic Day.
Go take your teddy bear out for a picnic.
Nice.
No.
Do it, guys.
We can probably go right now. No, wait,
Yeah.
it was like 100 degrees.
Yeah, it's
out
still
now,
like
right?
100 degrees.
Literally, your teddy bear is just gonna like
Burn.
Yeah.
Spontaneously
Flames.
combust.
There's not really an origin for it, but I guess in the 1950s there was a show called Teddy Bear's Picnic,
Oh, that's weird.
and it was sponsored by some ice cream company. So
Who brings ice cream to a picnic, though?
yeah,
That's gonna melt.
oh, I don't
back in
bring
the
wine.
50s?
What is that? Oh, back in the 50s? Did they even have ice cream back then?
Like, how did they cool it? Like, that's my only beef.
I think
That's
they had
my only
ice.
beef.
They probably had baggies and ice.
No.
But like, where'd they get the ice from? Wait, when were refrigerators invented?
I think
let's
like the
start with that.
20s?
Yeah, the 20s.
Okay, all right.
Wait, I don't
All right.
know. It's so weird to think about like a time when there weren't refrigerators and you just like your food went bad in like 2 days.
That privilege.
Oh,
Yeah, for real.
wow.
What?
1750s.
Okay,
Wow, huh.
Shout out.
Well, they're probably like just a box with some ice in it and they're
Yeah.
like fridge.
Icebox.
Yeah.
The artificial refrigeration began in the mid 1750s and developed in the early 1800s. And in 1834, the first working vapor compression refrigeration.
Vape life.
The first commercial ice making machine was invented in 1854.
Dang.
Okay,
Wow.
yeah.
Hmm.
No.
In 1913, refrigerators were for home use. Refrigerators for home use were invented.
Oh, I see. So it was like for like restaurants or something.
Yeah.
Because I know like back in the old West, like bartenders would just like literally have a box full of ice that they kept everything in. I think that's what it was. Yeah, they just had like a big block of ice, and they just like put the stuff on
what
it.
else are you
I
gonna
know.
do?
Yeah, that's all you can do. But then the final holiday for this week, it is starting on Monday the 10th. It's Nude Recreation Week.
Oh man.
Yep. Sedate is just to just go out to the like clothing optional beaches and just chill.
I love
and
to go
walk
to a
around,
beach.
walk around naked.
Here in Arizona.
Yep.
And just walk around naked and just have a fun time. Wouldn't being naked
Every day?
all week.
All week. That's
Whole
a lot of
week.
beach time.
Wow.
Well, you don't have to go to the beach. You could just walk around.
Naked
I get
in
arrested?
public.
I don't know. Try it.
Okay.
It's new
Try
recreation
it.
week. Well, I mean, I guess you just do some recreation. You play some
just tell
tennis.
the police officer, hey
Yeah,
man,
it's nude recreation.
it's holiday.
Week.
Okay.
It's for my religion. And that goes on all week. So,
A fun
Yeah.
week next week.
yep.
Get naked, guys.
But that's all for the holidays.
Woo, that was a lot of holidays.
I know, yeah. That was very much holidays.
Very much holidays.
Yes.
Very much holidays. But that's it.
That's the show.
Did you want to plug anything? You don't got anything to plug?
What are you doing around town?
Yeah, you
Okay,
got any
guys.
shows going on?
So a lot of you may not know this, but I actually am not doing anything.
Whoa.
So it just
I should have gone to your last show if I
yeah,
knew.
follow me on
Sucks.
Instagram. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm not doing anything, guys. But have a nice week.
Yeah.
Have fun celebrating your holidays. It's been fun. This podcast that I just found out about.
Yeah.
So yeah, happy listening.
Happy listening.
Happily listening. Yes. Okay.
Yeah. Thanks to Hannah Pari for the artwork. She did a good job, and thank you.
Thank you.
Follow us on Facebook and Twitter and YouTube and SoundCloud and all the things. Do it.
iTunes. Did you rate us on iTunes?
Give us 5 stars on
I
iTunes.
have not, but I will, along with all your listeners.
Yeah, everyone listening, give us 5 stars on iTunes. We need to head up those charts.
Top of the charts.
Top of the charts. We'll be the biggest ever.
Beat out the voice.
The Voice. We'll beat out The Voice. You can also find us on YouTube if you want to watch it there. If you'd rather do that.
Got some cool special effects.
Yeah, I put lightning special effects on the Halloween episodes and stuff.
Sounds fire.
Yeah, it's fun.
No, lightning.
Yeah,
Oh,
lightning.
sorry,
Yeah.
sorry,
But yeah, and then you can go to our website, oneholidayatatime.com. It's got a list of movies and TV shows, and also the holiday calendar, which you can look at to see what holidays are today, if you forgot.
Never forget.
Never forget. 474. Never forget. That's it. Goodbye, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.